Thank you very much, Jared Ware. Our pregame show continues now, joined for the manager show. Joined as always by Newport Gulls field manager Mike Coombs. Skip, how are you today?
How you doing? I'm doing real good, Nick.
Newport Gulls coming off perhaps one of their strongest outings of the season last night on the road at the North Adams Steeple Cats. All three sides of the ball, they were outstanding. No errors in the field, 16 hits in the ball game, and a 9-0 shutout win behind the arm of James Mullery and the Gulls bullpen.
That was a well put together game. The kids did everything correct and played a great game. You couldn't have orchestrated that any different. And kids swung the bat well. James Mullery pitched well. Gillies came in and threw his 2 innings and did well. And McGrath came in and got the 9th. So I was really pleased. We moved a couple of people around in the infield. I put English over at third base and brought Donlin in. Everybody got a couple of bats here and there, except for Steve. I didn't get Steve in there. I gave him the night off. But he's back in there tonight, Steve Anderson. But even got Foley a couple at-bats, and if you would have been down there, I would have gotten you a couple at-bats too, Nick. But, hey, that's you want some games like that to get everybody some playing time. And, these guys aren't second-teamers by no means. When I sit somebody, he's not a second-teamer. He's a first-teamer, and it just happens, and it's just happening right now. And it was all good. Anyways, that was and it makes a nice bus ride home, doesn't it?
It makes a much better bus ride home. A little Will Ferrell playing.
Yeah, little, Will Ferrell, I love you, baby Jesus, that time. The kids come up with some crazy movies, but that was one of the funnier ones. That was
Talladega Nights last night.
Yeah, smoking hot wife and all that. And Will Ferrell's the best. I love him. I'm going to try and get him next year to throw BP here, But I doubt. I don't know if he'll come or not.
Never know.
We'll try. I'd love to get him here. And he every once in a while he gets on fire, doesn't he? But anyways, yeah, that was a good game last night. Good deal.
James Mullery, just outstanding.
Mullery?
He retired the first 13 men he faced, took a perfect game basically into the 5th inning. Only allowed 3 singles, no walks, and no runs.
Yeah, I was rooting for the kid, and then that lefty came up and popped a base hit in there. But James had a solid outing, back to the same usual James that I'd seen before. He had one bleep, one whatever you call it, hiccup. In baseball, we call it something else, but off the mic, I'll tell you what it is. But he did a fine job. I was happy for him.
Newport Gulls have been led this season offensively by a number of players, including the returners. Brett Winger's starting to get hot with the bat coming off an injury, but Steve Anderson, the league leader and runs batted in by far and away. And Joe McKeithen also leading the team in batting average and driving in a few runs himself.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want the guys that come back to step it up. You don't want to see them just down at the Black Pearl. Over the brick alley. You want to see them do it right here in Cardines, and that's why they're back here, to do that here at Cardines, not be running around town chasing dinners or whatever free dinners or whatever it is they chase. I don't know what they chase something. I don't know what, but they did it here and did it last night. So I'm very happy with what they're doing. They're providing their solid leadership.
How about Ben Robertson in the 3-hole for the Newport Gulls? He started every game this season, and he leads the league in doubles, leads the league in extra base hits, and also has been a great run-producing machine. He also leads the team in runs scored.
He's starting to figure it out. Leva and him have been working hard, and Ben is just liking the same concept last summer, knock on wood, that Yale Rosen was. Yale came in here, and all of a sudden, Leva turned him around, and there you go. So it's all good stuff. And Ben's got the confidence. He's swinging at good pitches, and that's the deal.
Tonight, the Newport Gulls have Brett Graves back on the mound once again here at home, looking for his 4th win here in his 5th start.
I'm excited for Brett this summer. He's such a class kid and throws the ball very well for us, and he's done nothing but improve. So I'm happy he's running it up there and doing these things that are going to get him to the next level.
Playing the Danbury Westerners here tonight, Skip, for the first time since the championship series last August.
Danbury will be after us. They're after us. They play us tight, tough every time we play them. so it shouldn't be any different. They'll be after us. They'll step it up. It'll be the 7th game of the World Series, or the 2nd game of the playoffs, or 3rd game, whatever. But yeah, Jamie always puts together a pretty good club. So
Newport Gulls have a couple injuries to report right now, including Timmy Robinson and Mick Van Vossen.
Yeah, Timmy was in a bar fight. No, Timmy hurt his toe in camp playing with the kids, and Van Vossen, I think, was posting up low and taking the rock to the hole and came over he rolled an ankle over. So he's day to day, I guess. I don't know, or week to week or year to year, something. I don't know. That's sad. So, but crap happens sometimes.
Newport Gulls have a tough road trip coming up. 4 games in 3 days. 2 at Sanford on Monday. Both of them makeup games.
Is it 2?
At Luck.
When did you hear that?
I heard that on Twitter.
I didn't hear it at all. Chuck hadn't told me anything. As far as I know, we got 1 game. But now it's 2 games?
That's what I've been told.
Somebody was tweeting on a Twitter?
From the Sanford Maidens themselves.
Where's the Twitter?
It's on the internet, right next to Facebook, around the corner from MySpace.
From MySpace? Not your space. Could it be outer space? Jeez, a Twitter, a tweet. Jeez. So we got 2 up there, huh?
Yep, plus the game at Laconia Sunday, and of course tomorrow, big game against the Ocean State Waves.
Yeah. Oh, they're all big. Not just the Ocean State Waves. They played well. They put together a great team, and that's great for the organization over there and great for the league.
Finally, Skip, it's All-Star game just a week away. Selection time coming up this weekend, and the Newport Gulls certainly could be sending quite a few, and certainly no matter what happens with the selection process, there may even be a couple of really hot goals left out.
Yeah, you never know because you can't take them all, and you have to be fair to the other teams also. So, I've been in that process the last 9 years, 8 years. This would be my 9th year, and you want all the kids to be all-stars. You want all these kids to be all-stars. You want, but it just doesn't happen that way. And, some kids are having a really hot summer. Other kids are very good players and not having just having a so-so summer. And, but to me, they're all all-stars. They're great kids, and they love to play the game, and that's what it's all about.
Gulls did have a rain out earlier this week against the Sanford Mainers, Skip, and the weather really has impacted play so far this season. We had the foggy game at Ocean State with a pop-up was lost by the infielders. We've had now 7 rainouts in the season, so the Gulls have already played 1 doubleheader. We'll play 2 more here in the month of July. Only have 2 off days, in fact, left the rest of the season. And even here tonight, a little bit of a strong wind blowing in. That could certainly affect play.
Home runs. So who knows? Just try to keep the ball on the ground. Play goal baseball. All right?
Newport Gulls manager Mike Coombs, thanks for joining us here in the pregame show as always, and good luck tonight against the Westerners.
Good luck to you too. Thank you.
That's our pregame visit with Newport Gulls manager Mike Coombs. It's Newport Gulls baseball next. The Gulls and the Westerners, game 1 of the 2-game regular season series as our pregame show continues on the NECBL Broadcast Network.